So in the comments down below, let me make sure that you guys know how to use the comment box. Just write yes or something in the comments if you know how to use it. And for those of you that just got on, you just got your premium content. You probably watched some live pitches and stuff last night. In the comment box, did you learn something between signing up last night and this morning? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of the business already? Okay, that's what I love about this one rebuttal away challenge. This isn't a 4-week or an 8-week or a 6-week program that it's going to take you 6 weeks before you can start using this information. It's between last night and today. Let me open up the chats. I'm asking questions. I'm not watching. There we go. Yes, yes. I feel like I got 5 more years of experience. Exactly. You feel like you just gained 5 years of experience from last night to today. So awesome, Steve. I'm glad that you got in there and that you accessed the library. Did you do some of the library room giving lessons? And did you also watch some live, or which one were you more focused on last night? We got Stephen Craig said, I feel like I got 5 more years of experience between last night and this morning. All right, so he's watching both. Awesome. Okay, so that's the whole point of this premium membership of the coaching. If you have the live rebuttals and you have the lessons back there, the lessons are how to increase the ratios on this results pyramid, which is what we're going to focus on today. And then the live rebuttals teach you how to overcome the rebuttals. You can see me overcoming all sorts of stuff, things that you're running into in the field, like I'm in a contract. Can you leave some information? My wife handles that. I like the program. I'll do it. Can you come back Thursday? I'm really busy right now. All of that kind of crap that everyone gets in the field. You can see how to overcome that stuff back there. So Stephen Craig, because we got a couple Steves on here, feeling like you got 5 years of experience and it's only been less than 8 hours from last night's webinar is exactly what this is about. Okay, it's applicable content that can make you better now. All right, so today I want to talk about the results pyramid. Okay, I'm not going to have a super long call here because honestly, all the content that I could possibly share on this meeting is already back there in the premium membership, right? So all of you that already got it last night already know that, right? You already started it. That's why you feel like you got 5 years of more experience already. So let's increase the ratios this week. I want to set a tone for the week. At the end, I'm going to set a goal for everybody that you can hit every single day while you're out there this week. If you hit the goal, you're most likely going to succeed, right? 3 to 5 deals. Anyone out there can get 3 to 5 deals if you're putting in the work. So how many contacts you make, as always, is completely on you. It is completely on you how many contacts you make. How many contacts you make doesn't really matter. What matters is how many owners do you get to. So how can we increase the amount of owners that we're getting? I'll call in a couple people that have been around. I'm not going to ask too many questions. New promote. You know what? So when I change this format, it's not allowing me to unmute. So I guess I'm just going to have to do all the talking today. So we'll figure out this format because I want you guys to be able to talk. I want to be able to practice pitch. But I was going to ask, how do we increase the amount of owners that we're getting? Okay, because we don't control how many are there when we walk in, right? If you go walk into 30 businesses today, you don't have control over, out of those 30 doors you hit or phone calls you make, how many of them are the actual owners present when you get there. So the way that you increase the owners, if you watched all these videos, you already know the answer to this. Get them on the phone, right? The problem with getting an owner on the phone is they've got employees and gatekeepers who you've got to get to call them or give you their phone number, right? So the only way that you're going to be able to increase the owners, other than them actually being in the business, which we have zero control of, is to get them on the phone. So the way that you get through gatekeepers is you have to be interested. You have to make it important. You are an important person. You've got some important information that's going to make a huge impact on that business owner's bottom line, and they need to know about this, right? So you need to come off that way. You need to make this important so that whoever you're talking to, whoever that gatekeeper is, whose job is to block you from the owner, you need to get them on your side so that they're willing to call the owner. Okay, how do you do that? You use the pitch book. You make it interesting. When you walk into business, never ask if the owner is in. Definitely never ask if the person who handles the merchant account is around. You need to come in and you go to the person who looks like the most important person in the room. If you go to a restaurant during their dead hours and the only person there is the hostess, talk to the hostess and you treat them like the owner. And you do your pitch. Hey, I'm Joe. Sorry for interrupting you. I know you guys got a lot going on, blah, blah, blah. You give them the pitch up to the point where they're not going to have fees anymore to pay cards. You know those fees you pay every time you swipe a card? Yeah, you're the one that handles that, right? Oh, you're just the hostess? Woo! Oh my gosh. Is the person that handles that around, or who would I talk to about getting rid of their bill? That's John. Let me grab John for you. He's in the back. Or he's not here right now. He normally comes in at this time. Okay. Well, can we get him on the phone, right? Would John want to know about how I can get rid of something that's probably costing him like 40, 50 grand a year right now? John probably wants to know about that. Can I call him? I'll explain it over the phone, and then maybe I can set up a meeting. Yeah, let me get his phone number. I'll give you his number. Right? That's what they do if you do it correctly. How many of you out there are already using this? Since you can't talk, please use the chat box. So how many of you are already getting more owners? Because I know we have a lot of new people on right now, but we've already been running this group. So how many of you have been using this? Are you getting more owners on the phone? Even if they're not coming down, you're getting an opportunity to talk and give them a quick rundown over the phone. In the chat box, please, guys, I want to know how it's going. So you should be getting more owners. There you go. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So that's how we increase the owners. You have to be interesting enough for the gatekeepers to let you get to the owner. Because unfortunately, that gatekeeper has all the control when the owner's not there. Now, once you get the owner, how do you get them to let you do a full pitch? Same thing. It's got to be really interesting. That's why I love the $1 Million Book, right? This $1 Million Book will guide you right through the whole entire pitch, all the way to right here where there's going to be applications in your book. You should have that app out. You should be crossing fees out. So when you start giving them the visuals, when they start seeing that there's no fees, an annual fee is one of my favorite ones to focus on. Know that annual fee, and I'm sure you get at least $100 annual fee. That's like where I really see their eyes like light up. They get it. Like, there's not going to be a bunch of crap fees anymore on my merchant account if I do this. So you get the full pitch out, you get to the app, you're crossing the fees out. They're going to let you get through the pitch, right? Did they hear it? Did they see it? Do they understand it? That's a full pitch. Okay, so we have to this week focus on increasing the amount of owners. We're going to focus on getting all the way through the pitch. You do that by making it interesting, making sure they see it, hear it, and understand it. Folks, pull the app out. I'm not going to run a lesson on it, but pull the app out. That's one of my favorite parts. What did you think of that, Steve Craig? Since you said you feel like you've gained 5 years overnight, what'd you think of pulling the app out? Do you see how critical it is? And you want to get to it as quickly as you can, because that's where they really see it and they really understand it. If you find yourself just talking, if you're talking the whole pitch, you're not going to have as many targets, which is the next ratio. The way that you increase your targets is they have to be interested. And by being, the only way they're going to be interested is if they see it, they heard it, and they understand it. Once it clicks, you should be getting questions like, that's too good to be true. How can you do that? How much is what's the contract? There's got to be a cost. What's the catch, right? If you delivered the pitch correctly, those are the kind of things that you're going to get. So the more of that, getting messages, Nick, why can't I hear? We changed the format on here, Nick. So we're gonna work on being able to unmute everybody, but today it's just me. All right, so you got targets. We're increasing the targets. If you're getting a lot of targets, which is going to be our focus, how many can tell me how many targets a day? If you're full-time and you're putting in work, in the chat box. Everyone on here should be answering something. If you don't know, just say, I don't know. Let's get involved. Let's get plugged in. It's Monday morning. Let's get your juices flowing. How many targets every day should we be seeing? Steven says 20. Nick says 3 to 7. Tori 3 to 4. Dustin 5. Couple more people. How many targets a day should we be getting? 5 to 10. Chris, 10 to 20. Steven, I don't know. All right, perfect. First meeting, I don't know. I don't know. All right, perfect. Even though I don't know, thank you guys, because I feed off this. If we can't talk, I need you talking down there. All right. So my rule of thumb is 3 to 7. 3 to 7 targets. If you're going out there 5 days, maybe even 6 days a week, I don't care how many people you have to get to, how many contacts you have to make. You got to get your ratio up in this through this funnel. So by the time you get down to targets, if you can get 3 to 7 targets a day, you're going to be able to succeed. Those are numbers you are going to be able, right? That's 15 to 35 people interested per week. 15, right? A target is someone who's interested. They want you to continue telling them more. Tell me more, right? When someone says, that's too good to be true, they're saying, tell me more. And they're saying, well, how can you do that? That's not possible. They're saying, tell me more. Someone's like, well, there's got to be a cost for that terminal. How much is your lease? They're saying, tell me more. I don't understand it. I'm not ready to say yes yet, but you've got my freaking attention, right? That's a target. So you can't tell me, especially with all the training that's in that back office, that if you have 15 to 35 people a week, and regardless what they say, you interpret it as tell me more, I may sign up with you, you're going to be able to get some, right? You're going to be able to at least get a couple every single week. And that's what this is about, right? So then you get a couple of deals. Out of those deals you get, you've got to activate them. That's where the money comes in. So I really want you guys this week to focus on each one of these steps. And I want to have a one-on-one with everybody. Get on my Zoom schedule. A couple of you, I know we were texting already this morning. I love texting first thing in the morning, setting the tone for the day, for the week, for the month, right? It's all the above today. It's March 1st. We need to set the tone for the day, the week, and the month all today. And I hope that this is helping you get your mind right so that we can get going and have a big, strong month. Activations are all that matter. I want to give a shout out. Normally I do it at the beginning, but Dustin Glucker got a $2,500 bump. His numbers in the last couple months, he said they went up by like 5 times. Okay. So Dustin obviously wasn't doing 20 deals. I didn't take Dustin from 20 to 100, but we're on the phone every single day, right? Dustin doesn't wait for Monday when we do this call. We're on the phone. You guys can utilize me. That's why you're in this group. And if we're contacting each other more, we're going to feed off of each other more, and you can get more help more consistently. So whatever you're running into out there this week, please utilize me. And I want you to acknowledge if there's a step on this results pyramid that you guys feel you're lacking, or you're getting held up, you're getting lots of pitches, but no one's interested. I want to talk about that stuff with you. Like, we got to find the small tweaks, because whatever you're doing out there, we're not going to be like, stop everything, start over. You're totally messing this up. You have to change everything about what you're doing. That's not what's going to happen. If you're getting held up on one spot, it's probably just a small thing. It's either something you're saying that you shouldn't say, or something you should say that you're not saying. And sometimes it's just that one little thing is all it takes, right? We've talked about the PGA golfers. You know, when Tiger Woods wins the PGA tournament, not a huge golfer, I might not have the right lingo here, but whoever wins the PGA tournament, if it's Tiger Woods, he's not 50 strokes ahead of, you know, the second place or third place. He's not 50 strokes. It's not a huge difference that makes him the winner. It's a stroke or two. It's a tiny amount that's different, yet whoever wins, their income is significantly more, right? They only win by a little bit more, but the income is significant. And it's the same thing here. It's the little tweaks that are going to change your business so that your result, which is the deals, the activations, the commissions, and the cash flow, the small tweaks are what make the huge difference. And that's what I want to work with you on. So this week, we're going to keep this meeting real short, real simple. I've got one goal for you all week long. 2 goals. The other one I didn't put on here. Number 1 is utilize me. Let's get on the phone. Let's get 3 to 5 deals this week. I know that everyone on here is capable of doing that, but I want your focus to be, I don't care how many people I have to talk to. I am not going to stop until I have 3 to 7 targets. If you can get out there and get in the habit of getting 3 to 7 targets every day. If you can get past the contacts, past the owners, get enough pitches to where you're getting 3 to 7 targets every day, we are going to have something to work on. And it's going to be closing. It's going to be mastering rebuttals and the bridge to close. That's what I want to focus on all day long. If I could just only talk about those 2 things, that's all I would honestly want to focus on, because that's where the money's made. That's where the results come in. So guys, go out there. It's the first of the month with that Easy Pay mug 20. There you go, Tori. You should have yours on the way. The Coffees for Closers Easy Pay mug. It's in the rebuttal. Who was on the call last night? I know obviously the newer folks. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. You got your box on the way. Who was on the call last night in the chat box? Who was on it? Good stuff. Love the call. Badass I was. I want my coffee mug. It's on its way, man. Awesome, guys. That's my meeting for today. That's the focus. I'm going to start keeping these nice and sweet and short, because honestly, I don't need to reiterate everything that I already have a bunch of videos on that you can access 24 hours a day back there in the premium membership. This meeting is more to get the juices flowing, for you to connect, for us to get the week started off right. And I love the first of the month. If you don't have goals, write your goals. How many deals are you going to get? What is your residual bump going to be this month? Even if you fall short of your goals, it's okay. You're going to be closer to them in the long run, guys. Have a great, great day. Give me a call. Get on my Zoom schedule. I want to talk a lot more directly one-on-one with you guys this week. Have a good one. See you at the top, guys.